Hey guys, it's me Alexis and welcome back to Alexis's Kitchen. In today's video, we're going to be making fried chicken. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's get our ingredients. Here's our ingredients. Now let's get started. First off, we're going to need our dry mixture. We're going to start off with our flour, Cajun seasoning, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and salt. Okay, you can use a mixing bowl just like this. Or you can use a Ziploc bag. I'm going to be using a Ziploc bag because it seems to coat the chicken very easily. You're also going to need an empty cup for this so it can hold up your Ziploc bag. Let me just open this up and place my bag inside. Okay, now that that's ready, we're going to be using our flour first. It's like the base of all of our dry ingredients. Here I have some measuring cups, but I don't really like to use it. But since we are doing a video today, I'm going to show you how to use the measurements. We're going to be using a 1/3 cup and using 2 of these. Now you can always change up the conversions a little. I'm going to just add a little bit more, so we're going to make it a full cup of flour. 3 of 1/3 cup flour. Okay, now that we've finished with our base, which is our flour, you can take it out of the cup, and it's going to have a little weight in it, so it'll be able to hold up all the mixture well. So now you don't really need your mug. So now that we got our full cup of flour in, we're going to be adding our seasonings. Now, you can use whatever seasonings you want. I'm using smoked paprika, garlic powder, and Cajun seasoning because I find that these seasonings taste a lot better in our fried chicken. So I'm just going to be using a McCormick, Kirkland's, and another McCormick seasoning. Let's start off with our Cajun. Now, I don't really have strict measurements for this, so I just like to eyeball it. But remember, a little goes a long way. And that's good. And something that's super fun about this Ziploc bag dry mixture is that you can shake it all up, just like this, and get all your aggression out. Okay, now that it's fully incorporated, we're gonna add in our garlic powder. This gives it like a little nice zesty touch. That's good. So much fun. And finally, we're going to be adding our smoked paprika. Now this gives it a wonderful smoky taste with a little bit of kick. I think that's good. Some pepper. And don't put too much of these because again, a little goes a long way. Let's make it go on. That's good. Now we're going to add in our salt. Okay, that's good. Shake this all up. Okay, so now we're done with our dry ingredients. Super simple, just adding in our seasoning and flour. Okay, so now that we're done with this, we're going to put it off to the side. Now we're going to be doing our wet ingredients for the fried chicken. I'm going to be using a simple mixing bowl for this and whisk because I feel like it helps a lot while doing the wet ingredients. As well as some yogurt, a little bit of water. Not too much, otherwise you'll water down the taste of the yogurt. You're also gonna need some spoons. I use about 3 tablespoons of yogurt, but it just depends on your palate and how much yogurt you really like. Now sometimes I don't always use the water because my yogurt is a little watered down already, so it allows for my yogurt base to be a little bit more creamier. The reason why we use water is to water down the yogurt so it's not as clumpy. Just gonna use every last bit of this. There's only a little. Gotta scrape everything out. Sorry about the noise. We like to use every little bit. And the last bit. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, so now I'm just going to whisk it out with my whisk. Now as you can see, there's a little bit of clumps in there, so I'm going to use just a tad bit of water. Not too much, and I'm just going to use my spoon so I have a little control over it. That was about, I think, a teaspoon. Half teaspoon. And slowly those clumps kind of go away, but again, not too much water, otherwise you lose the taste of the yogurt. I think I'm going to add in just a little bit more. It's going to make it about 2 teaspoons of water. Let's see, how is it? It's still a little clumpy. It's also a little drippy as well. I think that's good. Okay, so now the easiest part of all, adding in our seasonings. It's just the same seasonings for both of these mixtures. So I'm going to be adding in my garlic powder. And again, a little goes a long way, like I say. And you want to use sparingly of these guys, especially with yogurt because it's very tangy. Put too much of this. I think that's good. And you know when you season it well, when it gives you a nice color. Look at that. Take every bit of that. And finally, our Cajun seasoning. Not too much. Ooh, that looks really good. Okay, so this is how our wet mixture looks. You can see it has a really nice color with a few pops from the seasoning. Okay, now we can't forget our salt and pepper. Just gonna add that in there. Okay. So now that I added in my pepper, I'm going to add in my salt. About I want to say half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add just a teeny bit more. I think that's good. I just like to sprinkle this around so it can get distributed evenly. Every last bit of that. Okay. So now that we're done with our wet mixture and dry mixture, we can coat our fried chicken. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part, coating our chicken. So here we have some chicken thighs that were marinated overnight in the same wet mixture we just made previously. Okay, so first off, we're gonna be taking our chicken out. Remember, do not touch the chicken with your hands. We're gonna be using just these tongs. And these are all flavored up with our wet mixture. So we're gonna just take this. Now you can dip it into this wet mixture right here, but what I'm gonna be doing is dipping it into the flour first since it's already fully dredged in marination. Okay, so here we go. Wet mixture and dry mixture. I'm gonna take out my first piece of chicken. Ooh, this guy looks good. Now we're just gonna put him right in there and then shake it all up. And that's the fun part. You just kind of want to look at it, see if it's getting coated. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Well, I think it's fully coated. Tap off all the extra. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, so now we're gonna put in the wet mixture again because we like to double dredge. Double dredging is key so you can get some extra coating, which is really yummy. Shake it all up. Okay, let's see. Fully coated. Oops. Our chicken piece is all out. Okay guys, so I have just a little excess flour here just in case you need a little extra coating there. Ooh, that looks really good. Let's take you guys over to the frying process of these pieces of chicken. Now that I'm done frying the chicken, let's see how it looks and tastes. Wow, look at this chicken. It looks so good. Let's take a taste. It was so good, you guys. So crispy, crunchy, and super succulent. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's get in our... Look at all these... Yeah. Oh, sorry. Went too hard.